Hi guys, my name is Trinh and today I'm here to do my July wrap up. This video is gonna be a little bit, I guess, like similar to the ones that I've done on my booktube channel, because basically on Transformers I do monthly wrap ups where I talk about the books that I have read that month. But I guess for this channel I really want to talk about the movies and TV shows that I watch for that month, but then also the music that I really enjoy in that month, because every single month I always do this, so it's nice to just like film a video about it. But basically I document the movies and TV shows that I watch, and then also a monthly playlist. Of course, I want to give credit to Chloe from Journal with Chloe, because I believe last year she does monthly wrap-up videos kind of thing, you know, where she would journal about the movies and TV shows that she watched for that month. So I got really inspired, but of course I really wanted to put my own twist to it. So I will talk about the movies and TV shows obviously, but of course I will talk about music at the end because I love music so much. Okay, now let's talk about the journaling aspect. So basically I am using these cardstock papers that I got at Michael's, I believe, and then of course I printed out the movie posters. And if you're curious, basically I put all of like the pictures in a Word document and then I resized the dimension. So the width is 1.5. For the height, I'm not sure, but I know for a fact the width is always 1.5 for the movie posters. And then for the monthly playlist, basically the album covers is actually like just 1 inch, I believe, for the height and the width. So that's basically the dimension for everything, like all of the pictures that I'm using in these two spreads, basically, because I'm making two spreads. So I think now we can definitely talk about the movies. I actually only watch movies in July, so I didn't watch any TV shows, so hopefully that will change in August. The very first movie that I watched in July is Black Widow. So I actually did a spread for this movie I think last week, so I'll have the link up in the cards and then also down in the description box below. Basically this is the very first movie that I've seen in theaters in a very long time, and I watched it with my boyfriend Jonathan, and honestly I really enjoyed this film. I have always loved Black Widow. I talk about this, but I just love Natasha Romanoff. I think that's her name. Oh my goodness, I'm so bad with names. So yeah, this movie is really great. If you don't know, this movie takes place I think after Captain America Civil War, so we get to see Natasha and like her family, because turns out she has an adopted family, I believe. So it's very complicated, and of course I love the fact that we're introduced to Yelena, who is Natasha's sister, and she is fantastic. I'm literally obsessed with her character. She's just so funny and she gives off like younger sibling energy. I really love that, so I cannot wait to see her more, because I believe she will appear in Hawkeye, so I cannot wait for that TV show. For Black Widow, I have given it a 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoy it. It's not like my favorite movie in like the Marvel universe, but you know, it's nice, it's entertaining, and I really like it. And now for the next 5 movies, basically I rewatched the Twilight saga on Netflix. That's exciting, but at the same time, before I talk about the movies, I do want to shed light on the fact that the movies and the books, they're actually very harmful for the Black and Indigenous characters. I believe the QUILEUTE, I think that's how you say it, QUILEUTE tribe, they're actually affected by this, because number one, their culture and tradition, they're being used in the movies and books. It's just really disheartening. So I'll have links and resources down in the description box below for you to like check out. So please learn more about this, and of course please donate, because I believe Stephenie Meyer didn't really give credit to them and they earn no money whatsoever because of her books and her movies, which sucks, because the thing is these movies, they're like very successful, you know. These movies were so popular like at least 10 years ago, and even now in like 2021 they're still kind of popular because now they're back on Netflix and a lot of people are like rewatching them. So even though the movies are like entertaining and fun, because they are, to be honest, I rewatched them and honestly I didn't have a horrible time. I had fun, but at the same time I know for a fact that these movies are like really harmful for indigenous people, so please take that into consideration. And now the very first movie that we need to talk about, Twilight. Wow. This was very nostalgic, because I think the last time I watched Twilight was literally years ago. Like I was very young. Honestly, it's probably like at least 10 years ago, so it's nice to watch it again as an adult. And I'm not gonna lie, there are lots of questionable things that happen in this movie, and of course the one thing that really like creeped me out is Edward. Oh my god, Edward is so weird, very weird, and he's not weird, what am I saying, but he's just really creepy, because this is a man who literally admits to watching Bella sleeping late at night. I don't like him whatsoever. Yeah, he's not my favorite character. As for Bella, I think she's fine, but at the same time, I don't know. She's very in love with Edward, but I don't get why. Like, yeah, he's good looking, but like, is that all? Because I feel like their romance was really, really rushed. That was my thought on the first movie. I give it a 3 out of 5 stars. It was okay. It's not my favorite, but it's just nice because of the nostalgia. New Moon, the second movie. Oh my goodness. So of course, this is a rewatch. I said that this movie is quite entertaining, and it was, surprisingly, because I really thought that New Moon is going to be like my least favorite movie, if I remember correctly. I honestly don't remember my thoughts on this movie when I was young, but this movie was, well, when I rewatched it, it was quite entertaining. So let's talk about Bella. She was very depressed. Like, this is a whole new level of depression that I have witnessed in this movie. So I will say, I guess, like, the portrayal of being like heartbroken and being really, really sad is quite good. I was gonna say accurate, but I don't know if it's accurate, but I will say it's good because like she is very sad, like incredibly sad in this movie. I think there's a scene where she literally said that she doesn't listen to music anymore. I feel like the ending, the fight at the end, you know, with the Volturi, that whole scene was pretty good because it was like the first time seeing the vampires being so vicious. So like the scene of Edward, I think, yeah, it's mostly Edward just fighting the Volturi, and honestly, I love that whole scene. It was just really, really intense, and I really enjoy it. So I think that's about it for this movie. Oh yeah, Edward left. Whatever, I don't really care about him, so there's that. For this movie, I have given it a 4 out of 5 stars. I honestly don't remember why, but I have written it down and I'm not going to question about it. So let's just move on to Eclipse. Honestly, this is probably my favorite movie of the entire series. I thought it was just fun. It was fun. It was, of course, intense, and again, it's quite problematic because, like I said, these movies are very harmful for the QUILEUTE tribe, so be mindful of that. I will say, after watching this movie or like rewatching this movie, I have come to the conclusion that I really don't care about Edward and Bella. Literally, the main couple of this entire movie saga, I don't care about them because like I really don't care about their romance and their relationship. I really don't care. I care about the side characters way more, like the Cullens. I literally love all of them. Alice, oh my gosh, Jasper, I believe, yeah. And then we have, oh, why is my memory so bad? But we have Rosalie, Emmett, Carlisle, and then Esme. Yeah, I love the side characters way more because I find them even more interesting than like Edward. No offense, Edward, but you're creepy, so like there's not much we can do about you. But regarding like my favorite characters, Alice, oh my goodness, my love for Alice has been reignited. I adore her so much. And then we have Rosalie. I feel like when I was young, I thought that she was like really mean and I didn't like her. But now that I am older, I do understand her frustration and her, I guess, hostility towards Bella. But then in this movie, we get to see like the flashback and why she was turned into a vampire. Unfortunately, she was, you know, a victim of sexual assault and rape. I'm glad that she was able to, I guess, like take vengeance on the people who did her dirty. So that was really great. I really love the flashback, and again, I really wish we get to see more of the side characters because obviously since these movies follow Bella and Edward, we focus so much on the main couple, but I don't care about them, okay? I really don't. But anyway, I give this movie 4 out of 5 stars. Like I said, my favorite movie of the entire saga. So now, Breaking Dawn Part 1. This movie, it was wild. Basically, this is where Bella and Edward, you know, they take their relationship to a whole new level. There's pregnancy involved. Let's talk about the scene where Bella is giving birth. I hope I'm not spoiling anything, sorry about that, but hey, these movies have been out for literally 10 years, like at least a decade, so you're welcome to watch them. They're on Netflix. But for this movie, there's a scene where Bella is giving birth. I was literally traumatized. I really forgot how scary it was. And then of course the very ending, the very ending about Jacob and that thing, you know, if you watch the movie, you know what I'm talking about. That was criminal. I hated that so much. That is literally disgusting and is criminal. I gave this movie 3 out of 5 stars. Honestly, my star rating system does not make sense whatsoever. So now let's talk about Breaking Dawn Part 2, which is the very last movie of this entire saga. And honestly, Bella, she looks so good in this movie. And then of course the imprinting, oh my god, I hate it so much, is so criminal. Like, this is honestly disgusting. Like, if you look at Jacob and his age and then like the baby, I hate it so much. It's gross, but anyway. And then of course the fighting scene at the end, that was really good. I remember the first time I watched it, I was crying. Like, I was shocked. I didn't know what was going on, and I was literally crying because that fighting scene was really long and I was literally convinced that it was real. But of course plot twist. For the final movie, I have given it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. So, I kind of enjoy it, but at the same time, let's face it, it's not the best. Okay, Eclipse is the best. And now Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella. I think that's how you say it, but believe it or not, this is my first time watching this movie, so I'm late. I know that I'm very late. I feel like this movie was like great years. I think even now, like, people still talk about this movie because it's actually diverse. Like, there are so many people of color in this movie, and it's also nice because Cinderella is black, and then also the love interest is Asian, so it's really, really great, when it comes to representation. But honestly, this is not my favorite movie. I will say, when it comes to like Disney movie, Cinderella is not my favorite just because I don't care about this story. I like the other ones way more, so I still enjoy this movie, but I will say I did not realize, this is dumb, I know that, but I didn't realize that this is a musical and there are so many songs, like so many songs in this movie, and I didn't care, okay? I just wanted to end because I feel like if you take out all of the songs, this movie could have ended in like 30 minutes, okay? So there's just so much singing, and of course the songs didn't really stick out to me just because I feel like this movie came out so long ago and I'm watching it pretty late, I'm watching it in 2021, okay, for the first time, so I'm very, very late to the bandwagon. I think that's how you say it. But anyway, this movie's alright. I don't know what to say because I don't want to offend people, but it's not my favorite movie, unfortunately, and I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, so that's how I feel. I don't hate it, so please don't come for me. And now let's talk about music. So every single month I do a monthly playlist, and basically I highlight 9 songs that I really enjoy in that month. The artist, honestly, I always listen to Taylor Swift. In July I have 4 songs by Taylor Swift, and then from other artists as well. So let's talk about the very first one, Sometimes by Ariana Grande. I think this is on her Dangerous Woman album, so I finally listened to the entire album in July. I never did in the past, which is weird. Sometimes is so nice. It's such a nice and fun song, and I encourage you to listen to it. I will say I'm not going to go in depth with each song. There's not much I can say. And then of course the next song, Right Where You Left Me by Taylor Swift. This is on her Evermore CD on her Evermore album. I love this song. This is probably one of my favorite songs in the entire album. It's actually a bonus track. Believe it or not, as of right now, I think this is like ranked 2nd on my Evermore ranking. I don't know, I don't do rankings, but this is like really high up when it comes to like my favorite songs in Evermore. Right Where You Left Me, I feel like it's so underrated. Not a lot of people talk about it, but it's so beautiful. Like, it really makes me feel things when I listen to this song. It's a really beautiful breakup song. It's so sad, but I feel like she really captured a breakup very well because it's all about standing there and time is going by, but you're just still in that one place where you're completely heartbroken. So I love this song so much. I highly recommend you listening to this song. If you never listened to it, it's so beautiful. And then the next song is Renegade by Big Red Machine and Taylor Swift. This song came out in July, and of course I loved it so much. It's so great. It has the same vibe as Folklore and Evermore because if you don't know, Big Red Machine consists of Aaron Dessner and Bon Iver. So those two men have worked with Taylor Swift on those 2 albums, her like indie albums, I guess alternative albums. There we go. So Renegade is a really great song, and again, highly recommend this song. I think it's a beautiful song, and again, it really shows Taylor as like one of the best songwriters out there because she's just really, really good with her words. And now the next song, Comme des Garçons. I think that's how you say it. I used to speak French, but obviously I'm no longer fluent, but the song is Comme des Garçons by Rina Sawayama. I love this song. It's such a fun song. I believe this is track 4 on her album. Sawayama is amazing. It's so fun. It's just a nice song to listen to when you want to feel confident, and there are plenty of songs that are really good on her album Sawayama, so I highly recommend listening to that album. It's really good. And then the next song, Dance Till We Die by Lana Del Rey. This is on her Chemtrails Over the Country Club album. That title is such a mouthful, but this song is beautiful. I love it so much. It's honestly one of my favorite songs on that album, and the bridge takes a cake. The bridge is one of the best things ever. Like, ever. I love the bridge so much, so it's a good song. And then the next song that I have to talk about is On by BTS. Oh my god, I don't know why, but in July I really fell in love with that song. It's so fun. And then I think his name is Jungkook. He sings that high note. That's just beautiful. Oh my goodness, it's literally like listening to an angel singing. It was just so good. So yeah, I like the song very much, and hopefully I can get more into BTS and their music because they have so many songs, so I would love to like dive into their music. So the next song is London Boy by Taylor Swift. This is on her Lover album. Oh my goodness, I love this song. It's just such a fun song about her I think boyfriend, yeah, Joe Alwyn. It's just great. It's so fun and I love it so much. So I listen to this song all the time in July and I had so much fun. So yeah, the next song is Wow Side by Normani and Cardi B. So this song also came out in July. I love this song. It's so good, and the music video is very good, and I'm very happy that Normani is back because I love her. She's actually so talented and I cannot wait for more music from her because she took like a 2-year hiatus and I miss her, you know. I want her to come back and pump out new music, so I'm really excited because I think her comeback is going to be great. And now the very last song, Our Song by Taylor Swift. Literally such a good country song. This is like an OG song, you know, because this song is on her very first album, Taylor Swift. I remember that when I was so young, I loved this song like so much. It's to the point where I was writing down the lyrics in a notebook. Like that's how much I love this song. And then basically I got the vinyl in July and I was listening to the vinyl, and then when this song came on, oh my goodness, I became a whole different person because I still remember the lyrics to this day. Like I'm 23 years old and I believe I was like 10, if I'm correct. I don't know, 9 or 10 when I listened to Our Song for the first time, you know. So it's been a very long time. It's been years and I still remember this song. So obviously this song still has a hold on me. I love it so much. It's definitely one of my favorite songs from her. It's just so fun and nostalgic, especially now. That's basically it for my monthly playlist, and I think that's about it for today's video. Honestly, I really enjoy doing this kind of video, and I really hope I can do this monthly. I just want to remind everyone that I have an Instagram called Stationery with Trinh, and then of course my main booktube channel is Transformers. So I'll have the links to everything down in the description box below, but that's basically it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye!